Billionaire all-in Tesla stock investor today said, I just put in another $500 million on the line to support Tesla stock price at $160, whereas Elon sold more than $35 billion and possibly more just now. Why? He mocked me to be his fanboy who has supported him and Tesla since 2019 with billions of dollars. Drama! There is a lot going on, so let's unpack this. First, there has been speculation, rumors that perhaps Leo has margin. He used to have margin before, at least. The interview that he did with Dave Lee was about a year ago, and he did say that he has a small amount of margin back then, which, if that same margin still remains now, percentage-wise, it would be bigger because stock plummeted in the last 12 months. So it is not clear to me if Leo has margin right now or not, although this tweet may give us some insight into that. Leo says, I was a multi-billionaire before I invested in Tesla and will continue to be even if Tesla goes to zero. So this to me says that the margin, if Leo does have some margin, that the margin is extremely limited and that it is tied, it's not tied to all of his net worth, or at least if he says that he would continue being a multi-billionaire, I would assume that would be at least $2 billion minimum. So I would assume that Leo does not have a very significant amount of margin, just because if he has $2 billion that is not tied to any margin at all, then even if Leo does have any margin, it doesn't seem to be significant at all, basically. We can quickly double check if my assumptions check out. Leo has disclosed his number of shares that he owns in Tesla. At today's prices, he would own $3.6 billion of Tesla stock. That is at $156.80 per share. So indeed, just based on public record, Leo would still remain a billionaire. And because he said multi-billionaire, I assume he has a lot of private assets as well, that are very difficult to track for example, for Forbes. That's very common with many wealthy people. So the good news for us Tesla stock investors is that Leo could still be buying a lot more Tesla in the future if Tesla stock keeps dropping. Leo plans to invest more because Tesla will be the biggest company with or without Elon, is what Leo is saying. As his fanboy, I invested because of Elon. Of course, I prefer Elon to be CEO, but he abandoned Tesla. Big statement. There's a lot more drama that's going on with Leo and Elon Musk. We'll get into that. Right before this is a pretty interesting poll, which I'm happy to see the results of. Will you survive if Tesla drops another 70% from here? 23% people are saying I'll be wiped out. Ouch. Margin. Pay off your margin. If you have any margin, work on paying off your margin. I would just pay off that margin before I would buy any more Tesla stock at this point. Hit bad but survives. Another 24%. Barely but okay. 10%, 11%, 100% okay, which is also me. I would put myself in this category. 41, 42-ish%. So yeah, this just keeps getting juicier and juicier every single day. Leo is saying, Omar, you are a loyal investor like me. After Elon sold $35 billion practically, his investment in Tesla is negative 35-ish billion dollars, Leo says. He still owns about 20% of Tesla. His money literally came from his investors. True that eventually it came from investors, but also Tesla has created a lot of value and investors value that value, right? Leo continues to say he should be grateful not abandon his investors and not mock them as he mocked me. Now, what is this mocking business? Leo said this now in a second tweet. I can't find anything about being Elon mocking Leo. I went through about 100 replies to these posts and I didn't find anyone explaining or saying how Elon mocked Leo, other than just people asking, Elon mocked you? It's many people asking that same question. Probably hundreds of people asking that same question. It's a lot of people. I can think of 2 ways that Elon possibly mocked, maybe 3 ways that Elon possibly mocked Leo. First one, unfollowing Leo on Twitter. Is that mocking? I really don't think so. I mean, if I was Elon and I saw someone who I follow tweet this about me, power tends to corrupt absolutely. And it is absolutely clear that you are talking about me, in this case, Elon. And then implying that you are calling your shareholders as inconvenient pests. I mean, I would do the same that Elon did as well and unfollow that person. I'm not saying it is right or wrong. Of course, we are all allowed to have our thoughts expressed, but anyone who would say that about me, don't expect me to follow you back. I think it is more accurate that Jerome Powell mocked everyone this year. That I fully agree with. Next way, what I could interpret this how Leo feels that Elon has mocked him would be that Elon is sleeping at Twitter's office, basically, and spending, of course, a lot of time on Twitter and perhaps not as much on Tesla. But did he really abandon us? Which Leo did tweet multiple times that Elon has abandoned us. I mean, we are in the middle, literally, of Tesla's record-breaking quarter again. I mean, you can almost say that about, you can almost make that statement about every single quarter of Tesla, can't you? Or perhaps Leo is referring to Elon Musk saying, do not buy Tesla stock. He said that at Barron's conference in November. But that is not mocking Leo directly. That is just, if you are saying mocking, then mocking all of us retail Tesla stock investors. Leo is saying that Elon abandoned Tesla and Tesla has no working CEO. Maybe this is what he means by Elon mocked him. I really think that probably what Leo means by Elon mocking him is just Elon unfollowing Leo. I that's my conclusion. If you saw anything else, leave a comment down below and then upvote that. Leo says Tesla needs and deserves to have working full-time CEO. What Tesla board of directors should do? Do nothing? Well, who else would we rather have as a CEO? I think right now, I would tend to give Elon a benefit of a doubt first. I mean, he has done so many impossible things. I would not want to doubt him. I would want to give him an opportunity to prove that Tesla is still being managed just fine. And then if we have 2 bad quarters in a row, okay, then I'm open to other ideas. But if things just keep getting better and better, and we have a record quarter after another record quarter after another record quarter, all while we are going through a recession, I don't see a need to change the CEO. Elon promised to be the first in and the last one out. Bought Tesla at $400. Leo says $350, $300, $250, and $200 holding till 2030. But we never expect Elon to abandon Tesla and sell $35 billion of Tesla stock. Leo is even going as far as to say that Elon Musk is now the leader of short sellers. When I look at the facts, I see that Elon still has 445 million shares of Tesla stock. That is still over $70 billion worth of Tesla stock. I have a hard time really believing that this makes Elon Musk a leader of short sellers. I personally, because I am a long-term investor and I have zero margin, I don't use margin ever. The only thing that I care about is I just want to look at the earnings and I want this red line right here to keep going up. It's okay if it stays flat for a little while or if there's a small dip, like let's say it was here, but I want the long-term growth of earnings. That's all I want. I do not care at all what the stock price does short-term. And then I mean short-term and what it does before the end of 2030, because that's when I would look at my shares and be like, okay, did I make money or did I not? Until then, I am happy with this buying opportunity where the stock goes down as the earnings go up. Wow. I mean, throughout history, I can think of much more absurd things that actually happened. People still think, some think, that the earth is flat, literally. But eventually, most people have indeed figured out that the earth is not flat. And so I believe they will find out that Tesla stock is worth a lot more money than what the price of Tesla stock is right now. Do you agree with Leo or not? Leave a comment down below. And these are 48 reasons why I only own Tesla stock in my stock portfolio. Like and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.